Hey everyone, welcome to the Alba Method and day 25 of our 30-day movement challenge. So today we're going to take it back to some twisting postures. I'm going to be taking you through an all levels flow that's really going to get into unlocking and creating some space in the spine. Remember, you never want to twist a rounded spine. So when we twist, we want to make sure that we're keeping the core nice and engaged, keeping that midline hugging in, and making sure you're paying attention to your body and what's going on. Remember, if something doesn't feel right or you're experiencing any sort of pain, back off, modify, or discard the movement altogether. Today, you're just going to need your body and your mat. When you're ready, I'll meet you there. Okay, today we're going to start in a comfortable seat. So whether that's sitting cross-legged or coming onto your knees, just coming to the center of your mat facing front, bringing the hands to your knees, just gently sit up and close the eyes. Taking a moment just to check in and to just greet yourself in this space, scanning the body, taking a couple breaths. And once again, just bringing some presence and awareness to the breath, the body, and the mind. Good. From here, I want you to gently open the eyes, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears and just rolling them out just a couple of times, getting rid of some tension through the neck, through the shoulder blades. And then take that right hand out to the side for support. Start to reach up and over with that left arm. Good. That left arm is going to stay over to that right side. Taking it to the right knee, take your right fingertips behind you and create a gentle twist. Again, keeping the belly strong, staying nice and tall through the upper body. And then come back to center. Take that left hand over to the side. Reach that right arm up and over. The hips stay nice and heavy. Good. We continue with that right hand to the left knee as we take the left fingertips behind you. Take a gentle twist. And we'll do that again to the other side. Taking that right hand out, take that left arm up and over. Taking that left hand to the right knee, take the fingertips behind you and twist gently. Good. Switching sides, take that left hand up and over, reaching with that right arm. And taking that right hand to the knee as you take the fingertips behind you, just twist. Good. Coming back to center, inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, just bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, rolling the shoulders onto the back. Just start to bring your forehead down towards the ground. Reaching the fingertips to the sky. And then just release your hands, bringing your arms down by your sides, palms up. Just pause here, take a breath. Good. From here, go ahead and rise up and step back into a downward facing dog. So planting the feet, planting the hands, taking a moment to just explore this shape for just a moment. Taking whatever organic movement feels good. Just take a moment to breathe. Good. Bending your knees, step your feet towards the top of your space, coming into a halfway lift, bringing the hands to the shins, and then let that bring you up. Bring your palms to touch. Good. Keeping that left arm forward, start to sweep that right arm back as you find a twist. Now pause here. Think about your left hip just drawing back ever so slightly as you twist through the upper body. Keeping the belly strong, inhale, come back to center, and switch sides. Take it over to the left. Pause. Now, if that right hip came with you, gently start to draw it back. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center. We'll do that one more time. Each side, twist through the spine. Good. Coming back up. Inhale, reach. And exhale, over to the left. Beautiful work. Good. Coming back to center, pause. And dive over the legs. Good. Taking a halfway lift here. Stepping back to your downward facing dog. Pause. Good. Inhale, lift the heels. Start to reach your right leg up to the sky. And just bend the knee. Let that heel open. Let that hip open. And from here, we'll step through, placing the foot between the hands. Pause here. Good. So start by reaching up through that right arm, finding a twist. And then start to rotate that right arm down as it lifts you up to a high lunge. Taking that twist again, take that right arm back as the left arm reaches, lunge a little bit deeper. Coming back up from here, start to straighten your right leg, keeping your back heel up. Make those adjustments, stay strong, and then see if you can take that twist again, keeping that left arm forward and the right arm back. The whole body's going to move together as that opens you up into warrior two, bending that right knee. Pause here. Good. Right toes will spin in, reach those arms up. And exhale, just dive over the legs. So good, you're going to find a halfway lift here. So create the hands right underneath the shoulders so we create that halfway lift. Pulling the belly in, start to reach up with your right hand, twist. Keeping the legs nice and stable, release that right hand and take your left arm up, twist. Good, coming back to center, just fold over the legs, stretch. Good, inhale, using those legs to lift you up, pause. And find warrior two to the front of your space. Inhale, reverse warrior, pause. Exhale, everything rotates down, touching the mat. Sweep the right leg high for three-legged dog. And release, downward facing dog. Just pause here, stretch. Good, left leg is going to reach up, inhale. And step through to your lunge as you exhale. Good, reaching up with that left arm, twist. Keeping the legs nice and strong, and then that left arm is what brings you up to your high lunge. Pause. Staying strong through that left arm, start to twist once again. Good, coming back up, straighten your left leg and pause. Pressing down and forward into that left foot, take that twist once again. Good, that right arm brings you all the way open for warrior two. Pause here. And then those left toes will spin in as we dive over the legs. Stretch. Good, taking that halfway lift. Twisting to the left first this time, reach up with that left arm. Releasing that left hand, switch. Bringing that left hand underneath the shoulder for support. Good, coming back to your center, stretch. Good, inhale, reach all the way up. And warrior two to the front of your space, lunge into it. Inhale, reverse warrior. And taking it down to the mat, popping that right heel up and stepping back to your downward facing dog. Pause here. Good, inhale, reach your right leg up. And stepping back through to that lunge, pause, finding that twist once again. Good, that right arm brings you up, pause, lunging into that right knee, and then take that twist. Back leg stays nice and strong. Good, coming back up, straighten that right foot, pressing into that right big toe mound. Back heel stays up, take that twist once again. Good, coming back up. Let that bring you open for warrior two. Good, palms touch overhead as you spin those right toes in and then dive over the legs. Taking that halfway lift, find that twist to the right. And release. Switching sides, find that twist to the left. And coming back to your center, using those legs, lift up the arms, coming back to star, and then moving those front toes back to the top of your space, warrior two. Keeping those legs strong, come into reverse warrior, reach straight up, and then exhale. We rotate and meet down in downward facing dog. Good, inhale, lift the heels. And exhale, drop the heels. Good, left leg reaches up. Pausing at the top and then step through, using your core, landing light. Reach up with that left arm. Good, let that left arm bring you up to high lunge. And then take that twist once again. Back leg is nice and strong. Coming back to your center, straighten that left leg. And take that twist again. Good, that right arm brings you around for warrior two. Pause. And then those toes come in as you find that star shape, diving over the legs. Pause. Taking that halfway lift, reach up with the left arm, twist. And coming down, switch sides, reaching up with that right arm. Good, following the gaze down, stretch. And then inhale, coming all the way back up. Warrior two to the front, pause. Good, inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, finish it out, picking up that back heel as you step back to your downward facing dog. Pause and take a breath. Breathe. Good. From here, reach your right leg up to the sky, and this time stepping through to a lunge. Pause here. So setting it up, you're going to start to straighten your right leg, coming into this pyramid prep. So finding a nice deep stretch to that right leg. The back heel is going to stay up. Start to take your right hand to your right hip crease, and then start to pull that elbow back. So the elbow is going to point to the sky as you find a bit of a halfway lift. Start to just look over your right shoulder. Good. Coming back to center, start to bend your right knee. From here, taking your left fingertips out in front of you, start to balance on that left foot, keeping the right hand where it is. Good. So you're going to take your right arm out in line with your right shoulder, and then just through the rib cage, just through that mid body, see if you can take that twist into revolved half moon. You can keep that right hand out. You can keep it at your hip. Watch this left hip though. See if you can lift it up as you twist through the mid body. And then coming back to that standing split shape. From this standing split shape, bring your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Let that bring you up. Good. Take that vertical twist, taking that left arm forward, right arm back. And come back to center. Good. Switching sides. And come back to center. Good. Diving over the legs. Taking that halfway lift. Step back to your down dog and reset. Good. Left leg reaches up. And step through to your lunge. Good. So start to straighten that left leg. Keeping your back heel up, start to take your left hand to your left hip. Drawing that elbow to the sky, finding a little halfway lift with my upper body. Good. You can look over your left shoulder if your neck allows it. Feeling that twist through the ribs. Coming back down, start to shift into that left foot balance. And then you can take that left hand out to the side. You can keep it at your hip or start to rotate into that revolved half moon wherever you are. Watch that right hip, keeping the hip stable. And then bringing that right foot to meet your left, coming into that forward fold. Take that halfway lift, let that bring you up. And take that twist to the right. Good. Coming back to center. And over to the left. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And dive over the legs. Forward fold. Taking that halfway lift. Stepping back to your downward facing dog. Just pause. Take a breath. And let it go. Good. From here, reach your right leg up. Stepping through to that lunge. Pause. Good. Reach your right arm up to the sky. And then let that right arm bring you up to that high lunge. Good. Taking that twist once again. And then coming back up, straighten that right leg. Good. From here, bring your right hand to your right hip crease. Start to reach those left fingertips forward as you touch the ground. Bend your right knee and launch forward into that half moon variation. Good. You can take that arm out or try to reach the arm up. Good. Release your right hand to the mat, bending that right knee. Step back into that lunge and then spinning your back heel to the mat. Bring that into warrior two. Putting everything together. Coming into that star shape and then diving over the legs. Stretch. Take that halfway lift, twisting up with the right. Coming back to center. Twisting through the left. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Pause. Inhale, reach those arms up. And warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, we rotate all the way down, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Good. Left leg reaches up. And stepping through to that lunge. Pause. Finding that twist through the left arm, reaching up. And then let that left arm bring you up to that high lunge. Taking that twist once again. Pause. And then coming up. Straightening that left leg. Get your balance. Bringing that left hand to your left hip. Start to reach all the way forward with that right hand as you touch the mat. Bending that left knee. Launching onto that left foot. Finding that revolved half moon variation, whichever one works for you. Whichever one works for you. Good. From here, start to take those left fingertips down, softening through that left knee, spinning your back heel to the mat. Let that bring you open, warrior two. Coming up to that star shape, inhale, and then exhale, diving over those legs. Good. Taking that halfway lift, twisting up with the left arm. And then switching sides. Good. Coming back to center. Inhale, reach those arms up, finding warrior two to the front. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, taking it down to the mat, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Stretch. Good. Take a breath in and let it go. Good. From here, coming down to your knees, just pause here. Take your hips to your heels and inhale, reach those arms up, bringing your hands to heart. Just take a breath. Good. From here, shifting your hips to one side and extending those legs out in front of you. Start by pulling your right knee in towards your chest and then grabbing on to the foot with both hands. Start to extend that heel. So sitting up tall, leaning forward ever so slightly, keeping that left leg nice and strong. Start to find an open twist with that left arm reaching back. Keeping the belly nice and strong, coming back to center and switch it out. Good. Coming back to center, pause, lifting the leg as you lift the chest. And then releasing that right foot as you reach up with your arms. Go ahead and just fall over the legs, taking a forward fold, stretch. Good. Switching sides, pulling that left foot in, interlacing the hands around the arch of that left foot. Start to extend the heel forward, using the hands on the foot as leverage. Good. Finding that open twist, reaching your right arm back, pause. And then coming back to center, taking it over to the left, pause. Good. Coming back to center, hold here, feel that stretch, sit up tall. And then release, inhale, reaching those arms up. And exhale, folding over the legs. Good. Bringing the soles of the feet together, bringing your hands to your shins. Just pause here. Letting everything settle, let the shoulder blades draw down the back. And then closing the knees. Shifting forward, coming onto your back, pulling your knees into your chest. Good, so taking that left leg long, pull the right knee in, moving it past your rib cage and up towards the armpit, and then coming back to your center. Good, start to guide that right knee over the body. As you cactus your right arm, just pause here. Feeling that twist through the ribs, feeling that space we've created through the spine. Good. On your next inhale, coming back to your center. And just switch out your legs, pulling that left knee in, taking the right leg down. Nothing fancy. Just flex that right foot, pulling the left knee into the chest. And we'll take that twist over to the right as you cactus or goalpost that left arm. Breathing right into that left rib cage, feeling that space, feeling that breath. And coming back to your center. Pulling your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Bring your forehead to your knees. And just take a moment of stillness here, extending the arms, extending the legs. We're only here for a few breaths, so enjoy this stillness. As you let everything settle, let everything absorb. Breathe. Good. From here, point your toes. Reach your arms above your head. Take a full body stretch. And then gently pull the knees into your chest. And rocking to one side, or just rocking yourself up to your seat. Coming back to this final shape to where we first began. Pause here. Taking one final twist over to one side, using the hand on the knee for leverage. And switching sides, just noticing the space we've created. Good. Coming back to center, bring your palms to touch overhead. Look up at your hands and bringing your hands to heart. Bow your chin to your chest, as always. Sealing in our practice by honoring ourselves first and foremost, for showing up, for taking the time, for carving out the space. Give yourself that honor. And with gratitude, we bring the thumbs to the forehead, finding gratitude for this space, our breath, our bodies. And with that gratitude, we bow to this practice, to all things. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I hope you feel rejuvenated and ready for the rest of your day, the rest of your week, wherever you are. We'll see you next time. Ciao.